and welcome back to the Shadow Nook. Today we travel to the southernmost part of England, to a place called Kent, to uncover the secrets of Pluckley, often dubbed the most haunted village in Britain. Over a dozen ghosts, centuries of history, and more than one chilling legend live here. Join me as we venture through its past and its supernatural whispers. So, where is Pluckley? Pluckley is a village and a civil parish in the Ashford district of Kent in southern England. The civil parish includes the adjacent hamlet called Pluckley Thorn. The landscape setting consists of agricultural lands on the edge of the Kent Downs, with historic woodlands surrounding the area. The name Pluckley likely comes from Old English plucken lair, meaning plucker's clearing. In the Domesday Book of 1086, it appears as Pluckley. The area has deeper roots, evidence of a Roman road passing through what is now the Thorn estate, and a Roman villa found nearby. There is some local aristocracy. The Dering family were major landowners and lords of the manor from the 15th century through to World War I. The village church, St. Nicholas, dates largely from the 13th to the 14th century, with later additions. The south chapel, named Dering Chapel, was built in 1475. The Dering family memorial, screens and brasses are found inside this church. Other historic structures consist of Elvey Farm, medieval origins with outbuildings from the 16th to the 18th centuries. The village also has several buildings with distinctive round-topped windows, which is known as a Dering influence. So in the modern times in Pluckley Village, we have Pluckley Railway Station. The railway station opened in December of 1842 as part of the South Eastern Railway line. The station originally served the Pluckley Brick and Tile Works. Goods services from this station closed in 1965, and the signal box was out of service after 1967. The original station buildings largely survive in their original form. Today, Pluckley remains a small but thriving rural community, known for orchards, local shops, pubs and tourism. The village also gained some fame as a filming location for the Darling Buds of May, the TV adaptation, used Pluckley to double for Sidcup in the early 1990s. So let's move on to some of the haunted reputation of Pluckley Village. Pluckley's reputation as the most haunted village in Britain dates back at least 70 years. In 1989, the Guinness World Records listed Pluckley as having 12 ghosts, though the category no longer exists. More recent academic research from the University of Bristol has sought to trace how many of these ghost stories originated and whether they are folkloric embellishments. The research suggests a key role for Frederick Sanders, a local who documented many of the stories via letters, pamphlets and ghost hunting records. At least 4 ghost legends can be linked to historical tragedies, such as suicides and accidental deaths. That, over time, became ghost lore. Critics and skeptics note that some sightings may be the product of storytelling, tourism, or just imaginative retelling of stories over generations. So let's cover some more specific ghosts and legends in the village of Pluckley. Lady Dering, known as the Red Lady, said to haunt the churchyard of St. Nicholas. She was often called the Red Lady due to the red garments she would be wearing. The Dering family connection gives this a strong anchor in local history. There is also said to be a spectre that hides in a tree at the Pinnock in a local wooded area. One version of this spectre is that it is the phantom highwayman, and his body or spirit remains trapped in this area. There are also reports from various witnesses seeing ghostly horse-drawn carriages travelling through the village at dusk or travelling through the woods. This one is one of the more dramatic travelling apparitions. There is a famous tale of the gypsy woman, also known as Susan Richardson, or simply the Watercress Lady. The gypsy woman was a woman who sold watercress and is said to have died in some accounts by burning or simply by accident. One story says her clothing caught fire, and some accounts suggest she spilled gin and lit her pipe. There is a chilling spectre of a schoolmaster hanged in a lane, sometimes Dicky Buss's lane. Some accounts say his body was found swinging. Others say the apparition is still seen to this day. Possibly a more disturbing apparition is that of the screaming man of the clay pit. A man who died in a clay pit accident is often heard screaming from the area. Linked to the former brickworks and clay pits in this area, historically there were such works, and it is said that this man's scream can be heard from this area. There is also the ghost of a local miller who is apparently seen around Mill Hill. And sometimes milling sounds can be heard or even seen at dusk. Some other hauntings consist of a hanging body of a colonel in Park Wood, some drowned victims, shifting sounds and footsteps. There is also the story of the Screaming Woods, which is near the Derring Woods. The woods are said to carry screams, moans and phantom voices at night. There is also a place called Fright Corner, a road junction in the village where multiple apparitions are said to manifest within a few feet of each other. Lady Daring, the ghostly monk, the phantom highwayman, for example. And finally, we have the infamous Black Horse pub. Often part of ghost tour routes, patrons and visitors have claimed odd sensations, hearing footsteps and seeing shadows. Pluckley's dual nature is a beautiful historic village with deep roots and a haunting folklore legacy. Which ghost story seems most plausible to you? It does seem that such a small village has seen a lot of tragedy and death. And I'm not sure I've heard of another village with so many paranormal happenings. Perhaps I will visit one day. Let me know down below if you have ever visited Pluckley Village in Kent. If you do visit, remember that real people lie behind these legends, and remember to be respectful. Before you go, we will do your oracle card reading. I will do my favourite deck, the Mystical Forest, seeing as we've had quite a lot of forest and woodland stories in today's video. As usual, I will shuffle the cards, draw one, and you can interpret it however you like. we have do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build a new and better world. Allow yourself to go and do that. Let me know down below what this could possibly mean to you. Thank you for joining me again tonight in the Shadow Nook. Don't forget to collect your subscription on the way out. Sleep well. Good night.